Well, hello there, and welcome back to Roland's Reviews. And in this episode, we'll be making a return visit to Planet Mini Rig, where we'll be test driving 2 vehicles from this vintage Star Wars range. And remember, there's still a lot to get through. In our last episode, we looked at the mobile laser cannon and the multi-terrain vehicle. So, which pair are we going to feature today? Will it be the AST-5 or the INT-4? Or what about the PDTA?
Oh, hold on a minute, Tez. These numbers, I don't get them.
What do you mean, Trevor? Yeah, he means a number system. It's a bit confusing, Tez.
Yeah, in your last episode, you started off at the Mobile Laser Cannon 3 and then jumped to the MTV-7.
They're not in numerical order. Well, they're not, are they? I just reviewed them on their release date.
Well, I don't get it. Where's number 1 then?
Yeah, Tez, where's number 1, mate? Well, alright, fellas. It is slightly confusing. Well, obviously, before I make one of these videos, I have to do a little bit of research.
Does that mean you asked Darth Mark and Marky D?
Yeah, I did. And we believe that the numbering system started with Slave 1. And then they moved on to CAP-2, the MLC-3, the INT-4, AST-5, the ISP-6, the MTV-7, and then the PDT-8. Well, why didn't you review them like that? Well, Bazza, I just reviewed them in release order, as I said. Which brings me to the conclusion that Kenner must have designed all these mini-rigs in one hit, and then scheduled them out on the release of each movie. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it, Trev?
I suppose so.
Oh, right, can I carry on? Continuing in release order, put your hands together for the INT-4, otherwise known as the Interceptor. And introducing the CAP-2, also named the Captivator. Each of these one-man vehicles were released in 1982 by Kenner and Palitoy, and both were released in the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi packaging, and later to be reissued with an action figure. The Interceptor is a childhood favourite of mine, with its entire design oozing with Imperial intrigue, a menacing looking ship with that singular red eye. I mean, this mini-rig just looks mean. With its retractable lowering wing system, nice. And with its front mounted blaster, which is easily lost. If you wish, any Imperial pilot or trooper can man the controls of this thing, but the pilot of choice has to be the AT-AT driver. Swing back this vehicle's canopy and slide him in. He's off to work. That's right, and where are you going to store it? In the belly of the beast itself. The correct way to display this vehicle. And this wing beauty doesn't look out of place, defending the fort of the Imperial attack base. Up next, it's the CAP-2. With its snapping fearsome mandibles, this insectoid-like mini-rig is a force to be reckoned with. This also has a front-mounted blaster, which again is easily lost, and it's the only mini-rig with 4 points of articulation. And waiting and ready to cash in that bounty, we have the galaxy's most fearsome Trandoshan, Bosk of course. If you think this mini-rig looks mean, it gets more terrifying with this bounty hunter at the controls. Scuttling off to catch that bounty. In you go, Cliff. You're ready to collect. Although, I don't think you'll get much for him. And display wise, this is a no-brainer. Slave 1 and CAP-2 in numerical order. Pop in your bounty hunters and Lobot and Lando, and there we have that scene. Lando was right, they arrived just before you did. Well, I guess he didn't have a choice. Don't move a muscle, Han. There's some heavy lifting to do, but the Captivator 2 makes light work of things. So you guys can take a rest. I wonder what they're talking about. Probably clouds. Well, this cargo's sorted and perfectly preserved. See you on Tatooine, Han. Well, I'm a sucker for more action features, and you might have to pucker up to make this thing stick.
Tess, stop it, that's gross!
There's no escaping from the reach of this mini-rig. It can literally stick anywhere. Pair up both of these mini-rigs side by side and you have a terrific and terrifying twosome. Neither of these mini-rigs officially appeared in any of the Star Wars movies. And believe you me, I looked thoroughly through Star Wars canon to see if they appeared anywhere else. But my search came up with nothing, apart from this. Well, it kind of looks like an interceptor crossed with the Scout Walker's head. Well, the breadth and depth of Star Wars canon, eh? If you're looking to pick up one of these and add it to your vintage collection, both are very easy to purchase online. Even quality items in boxes aren't going to break the bank. Well, there we have it. That's 2 more checked off the list. Drop in next time where I'll be continuing to review these vintage Star Wars mini-rigs.
In order, Tez.
Yes, Trevor, in order.
Stand by, Chewie. Here we go. Cut in the sublight engine.
Red charge was your